Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, home to the Florida State Seminoles. And just listen to this crowd energy. Every Seminoles game, the war chant goes full throttle. And this is a special date on the college football calendar. Number 1 versus number 2 here late in the season. This, folks, is a potential national championship game preview, as we'll see the number 1 team in the country, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the second-ranked team, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Seminoles will kick this away to get us going. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Breaking free at the 35. Fighting off the tackler. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Catch made on the out route. Finding space at the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
And they tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. The shotgun running play call. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the back.
And that one's picked off. What a play. And he's got some open field ahead. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
He's brought down at the 21-yard line. Brings up second down.
A gain makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And the soft break going to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Caught behind the line. It's Harris. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the extra point was up and good.
Florida State, 0.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. The coverage team able to bring him down. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Caught over the middle. It's Brewer. It's a fumble. It's a turnover.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
Keeping it on the ground here.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
The offense trying to pour it on early here. 1st down and goal. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Under pressure, just lets it go. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
And try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Florida State, 0.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. That fumble from the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? Pressure is coming. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down after a short gain there.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Running back has it on a screen now. And he's tackled just short of that 1st down marker. Good job by the defense.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now you've got a 4th down.
4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Caught quickly. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback hitting his receiver. And the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hand.
And looking for a big play here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the 2nd half.
Defense is coming after him. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And the Seminoles are on the move here. Send the back in motion. Quick throw caught on the left side. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the +40.
Good job with the offensive line giving this quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
He's got it for a big gain. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The Noles have 1st and 10 here. The quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Well, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Memphis 21, Florida State.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play.
Easy. Timber. Check out.
Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. It's an out route. The catch made. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. And the Noles hustle to the line to run the hurry up. 1st and goal, handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal play. Spot the ball at the 9.
Get set. Get set.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Let's see if this scorecard can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Now, I know it's only 1 touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
Went after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7.
Memphis 21, Florida State 7.
Return here from inside the 15-yard line. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Makes the catch. It's Harris. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, it's a game of matchups. It always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter when the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Short connection to the tight end here. Hits into space at the 50. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. And look at these yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Takes the handoff again. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person...
The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? Across the 40, at the 20, at the 10. Who's going to score on the pick 6? Touchdown, Noles. And the interception taken to the house, a pick six, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And the point after is right down the middle. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick six. And they recover from that right now. Great move there. Tackle made after a big gain. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first down. The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. With the catch, it's Toppins. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. A quick juke to get free. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
It's a foot race. He'll head out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Florida State, 14.
Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. But he should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's complete. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They move the ball to the 41.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Brewer. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he slings this pass over the middle. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Looking to throw it on first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests them up.
It is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Florida State. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. With a takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And the point after gets him within a touchdown, 28-21. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Warner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he never had a chance, tackled in the backfield. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Running back grabs it on a screen. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle finally made, but it's a big gain. Moves the ball to the 48.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. Boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke.
Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incompletion brings up an important third down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Incompletion sets up a second down. Looking for some space. It's Lacey. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Throws to the tight end. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And bulldozing his way through. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Fighting him off. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Looking to pass here on second down. Makes the grab. It's Toppins. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And the field goal unit coming on the field now. This will be a chip shot from 25 yards out. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And they add to their lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. He should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Bringing pressure. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Oh, and it's dropped. Nearly intercepted by an excellent defender. You don't see that very often.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Looking to scramble. He lets it go on the move. And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. And the Seminoles line up on 1st and 10 now. Handoff to the back. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The Noles will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Returner tackle right there. That's where we'll start the drive. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. They'd love to produce some points and build this lead, but also work on the clock here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. Kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive. Working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can. But the important thing is picking up 1st downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
He'll hand it off. Running with purpose. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
Chris, this back has had a great day. They're winning the football game. I just looked at my stats. This guy's at 99 yards on the day. You can tell how badly he wants to cross the 100-yard threshold. He's been superb today.
And 3rd and short, and try to pick it up on the ground. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the 2nd half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. It looks like no return here as that punt heads out of bounds. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Pass not complete, but there was a lot of contact there, and here comes a late flag.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield, and you get a call like this.
That pass is caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now.
Oh, it's tipped to the line and intercepted. Touchdown, Memphis. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
38, Florida State, 21.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Looking for his big tight end. It's incomplete. He was lucky to avoid a 4th interception in this game. Second down now. And he drops back in the gun. Using his legs here.
He's north end at the 33.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
He's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
The completion makes it 2nd down. There's the handoff.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The pocket breaking down. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up 4th down. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Hit as he released it. That's reeled in. It's Brewer. He's down after the catch at the 12. A red zone opportunity. An inside give now from the shotgun.
Brought down at the 11-yard line. Second down coming up.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Caught near the goal line. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. Looking to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They need a touchdown here. Down big in the 4th quarter. 3rd and goal.
Griffin! Easy! Pilot! Griffin! Squirrel!
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. Long enough and good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Finding some room at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain. Memphis now operating in the red zone. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense really clicking.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Handoff here from the shotgun. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that'll help them down the road.
This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a 4th down stop.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the 2nd half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they looked pretty good out there today and a very satisfying W.
I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this